What? Confident Prime Minister? Now, where are we up to?
Australia's government was thrown into turmoil when Prime Minister Kevin Rudd was challenged by his deputy Julia Gillard for the leadership just months before the national elections. Rudd called a late-night news conference to announce that the ruling Labour Party would hold a vote to decide who would lead the party into the elections. In a remarkable turnaround in opinion polls in recent weeks, Rudd has gone from one of Australia's most popular leaders to one in danger of losing government just after one term.
Earlier this evening, Julia Gillard came to see me and has requested a ballot for the leadership of the Labour Party. As a result of that request, I will be writing to the Secretary of the Caucus to convene a special meeting of the caucus at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's important, I believe, in the interest of the party and the government for these matters to be resolved as a matter of urgency. I was elected by the people of Australia as Prime Minister of Australia. I was elected to do a job. I intend to continue doing that job. I intend to continue doing it to the absolute best of my ability. Part of that job has been to steer this country through the worst economic crisis the world has seen in 75 years. I believe the government has acquitted itself well to that task. It's become apparent to me in the course of the last period of time, the last several weeks, that a number of factional leaders within the Labour Party no longer support my leadership. That is why it is imperative that this matter be resolved. I, therefore, will be contesting the leadership of the party and, therefore, the government tomorrow at that ballot. I think it's important for stability for the government and the party this occur. As I said before, it's far better these things are done quickly rather than be strung out over a period of time. If I am returned as the leader of the party and the government and as Prime Minister, then I will be very clear about one thing. This party and government will not be lurching to the right on the question of asylum seekers, as some have counselled us to do. Also, on the question of climate change, we'll be moving to a timetable on emissions trading which is of the government's decision, contrary to the views of some, in terms of when that best occurs. I can say in full and honest conscience that I have taken every decision I have taken so far as Prime Minister in the nation's interest. A lot of those decisions were hard and rough on the way through, but I've appreciated the strong support of my colleagues on the way through as well. They have been a fantastic team. But we've gone into some heavy weather of late, and a few people have become, shall I say, a little squeamish at that. I'm not for getting squeamish about those things. I am about continuing the business of reform and providing good, strong, proper government for the people of Australia, the people of Australia who elected me as Prime Minister.